Thanks. Same to you.
Thank you.
Don't get lost.
Well, we did that already.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning from the Old Man Hiking Club. This is Pat.
Yep.
This is Al.
Yep.
And that's all there is. The Old Man Hiking Club is dwindling. Henry was supposed to go with us. He unfortunately couldn't get off of work. He's stuck working. Just a little update on some of our other members that are missing. Joel, who we've not seen in over a year, had back surgery a couple weeks ago. He will not be hiking again for another year, but the goal is next April he's back on the trail. Carl has been home with his mom. He's been taking care of her. She's elderly, and he is providing full-time care. And so our thoughts are with him, because it's not an easy job taking care of an aging parent. That is a full-time job in itself. And Tony has been out with some plantar fasciitis issues. I think he was planning to go on this hike, but it was scheduled on the same day as a wedding, so he could not go. So all you got is Al and Pat.
Yep.
So
we're doing our Friday to Saturday hike again.
Yes, we are doing a Friday to Saturday because they are calling for some pretty rotten rain coming in tomorrow. And we're going to try to get as many miles done today as possible, and then finish up with a few miles tomorrow. We are here at Grayson Highlands State Park, one of my favorite places to be, favorite places to hike. I believe we got about an 18-mile loop hike, and we're going to get to see some stuff. We've been hiking in the woods for the last 2 months. This is our third hike of the season, and we're going to get to see some stuff on this hike, so this is going to be great.
Yep. I want to see the wild ponies and the longhorn steers. And
yes, we'll have to be dodging the little pony pies that are out there, but we're able to do it. So
we got a lot of people coming in.
Yeah, we're here at the Backtracking parking lot, and we're getting ready to hit the trail. So let's hike on.
Yep, hike on, baby.
We will start with the Massey Gap, and we're going to take that for about a mile up to the AT. We're going to hike through Grayson Highlands and out into the Mount Rogers Wilderness area. We've gotten to the part of the Grayson Highlands where we start getting some pretty cool views. So we're going to get to see for about half the day these rock formations. Might even get up on them and hang out for a little bit, eat lunch on top of them. Pat, you gonna get up on them?
Yeah, what the heck?
Since you're scared of heights?
That doesn't matter, we'll do it, baby.
So we have found our first little pony. Just out here all by themselves. I don't know if it's a he or a she. We are in Grayson Highlands, but this fence line is the border to Grayson Highlands. We're getting ready to go out of Grayson Highlands and into the Mount Rogers recreational area. Originally, we were going to come in on a Friday night and night hike about 1.5 miles to this campsite. This is in the Mount Rogers recreational area, so it's not in Grayson Highlands. There's no camping in Grayson Highlands. So we were planning to camp here Friday night and then continue hiking on Saturday, but because of the rain that's coming in, we're going to get most of it done today and just have a few miles to hike out tomorrow. We're on the Appalachian Trail now. We're getting high enough where we're starting to get some outstanding views. It also helps that we got a beautiful day. I just love it here. I've said it before, it is one of my favorite places to come hike. And that's where we came from.
Go that way?
All right, so we are getting ready to head into Fat Man Squeeze. Yep, go to the left. Gets a little tight in there.
I'm not a fat man, though.
Are you claustrophobic? Here we go. Fat Man Squeeze. Gets a little tight, but it's not bad.
Yeah, with backpacks.
got 3 more ponies we've stumbled across. I got a little selfie with this one here, and then we got one here and another one over there in by the rock. This one here kind of gave me a little lick on the cheek. Here's Pat getting a selfie.
Trying.
I got that.
Sure.
Yeah. What a day. Man, it's like 60 degrees, nice breeze. This is a 10 out of a 10. They'll let you pet them. Well, you're actually not supposed to pet them, but definitely not feed them. But they like to lick the sweat off your skin. So it looks like we just missed our turnoff. So we're having to backtrack back to find our trail. It was we're on the AT, but we were supposed to intersect some other trails and then turn off to the right. And I wasn't paying attention and walked right past it. So now we're having to backtrack back. Maybe even as much as a half a mile. I don't know. So we're headed back that way. Just some added miles for the hike. We can use it. Backtracking the AT north to find our intersection, we came across the 500-mile marker of the AT. We are on the correct trail. We had to backtrack about a quarter of a mile, so it wasn't too bad. It's a little irritating, but sometimes that happens. Got to pay attention. Walked right past the sign, never even saw it. So here we go. We're gonna go a little more and then stop for lunch. We are on the Pine Mountain Trail as identified by the blue blaze. This loop that we're doing is made up of several different trails. So we turned off the AT. We were hiking actually the AT southbound, and we turned onto Pine Mountain Trail, and we're now hiking northbound. It's a big clockwise loop.
We're about 2 weeks too early. All these rhododendrons would be in full bloom in about 2 weeks. It would be fantastic looking here. But I guess we're just a little early. It's like amazing through here. And between all the rhododendrons.
Here we go. Got some more ponies. I'm gonna scratch your little nose.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Come here, buddy.
Oh, here comes another one. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on.
Yeah.
I think they came over and said, oh, these guys don't have any food.
That's what it was.
We're leaving.
The Pine Mountain Trail that we're on is a wilderness trail. So it's very remote and doesn't look like it's heavily traveled. So navigating it has been a challenge. We only see blazes every so often, so there's been several times we've had to get the phone out and check for our location to make sure we're still on trail. But we got a couple of miles to get to this place called Scales. And then we turn right and continue on. So we're doing all right. It's a beautiful day out. Perfect for a hike. So we just, it's 2:30. Just finished a really late lunch. Probably should have stopped an hour earlier. I think we intended to stop earlier, and then we took that little detour. And it kind of sidetracked us, and we didn't stop. So, starting to run out of gas. Had to refuel with some food. We're a little behind. Actually, a lot behind. Our yeah, we spent an awful lot of time playing with the ponies, and we did get a late start. So we may be modifying our hike some and shortening it up, because we're not even halfway yet of the intended hike, and we don't have 2:30. We got maybe 4 more hours of hiking, and I don't think we're going to make it. So we're going to get to Scales, and we're going to reevaluate, and we may shorten it up by a few miles. So, on the Scales. We have made it to an area in Grayson Highlands called Scales. I've heard that this is where they kind of rustle up the cattle and the horses and weigh them or something, and that's why it's called Scales, but I can't swear to that. But we're going to take a short break here and reevaluate our hike. We have some adverse weather coming in, and we may decide to shorten it, because we've only gotten 7 miles done. We still got 6 to 7 more to go. It's already almost 4 o'clock. I don't think we're going to make it to our proposed campsite. We spent a lot of time taking pictures of ponies and taking selfies with them and stuff, so we're going to reevaluate real quick. All right, so we have left Scales, which is right down there. You can kind of see the car, but if you look at the clouds coming in, it's starting to get dark, starting to get real windy. So we decided to cut the hike a little short. We're going to go ahead and do the Wise shelter. We're cutting about 3 miles off the hike. I think it was originally going to be 17, and we're going to cut it down to 14. We're going to take a little shortcut to get to this shelter and set up camp. Hopefully we'll get there about 5:30. We are entering Little Wilson Creek Wilderness. So we're a little bit out of the wind now. Got over that hill, and it was very windy on the other side, but there's a good sized storm system coming in. It's supposed to be rain tomorrow. Originally predicted to start after lunch, but the way it's moving in, I'm a little concerned that we may be hiking out in the rain tomorrow. So by changing our plans up a little bit, we have a shorter hike out tomorrow if it does rain. And if it doesn't, then we're just shorting ourselves 3 miles. Not a big deal. Better safe than sorry, because the temperature's supposed to drop as well. So we don't need any kind of hypothermic situation. So we're going to be safe, be smart, take the shorter route. This trail is much more challenging than I remember. Just the amount of rocks. It's so hard to really get any momentum or a rhythm to your hike with these rocks. You just have to watch where you put every footstep, or you're going to trip and fall. Now we've made it to the Wise shelter. Taking a little break. This little hike here kind of kicked our butts pretty good, but we have a friend here staying with us. We're just kind of hanging out here, and Mr. Pony
Andy
is hanging here with us. Cheese. So it's about 6 o'clock and we have camp set up. Pat's over there. We'll go look at him in a second. I am back to being a ground dweller. This is the first time I've been in my tent in over 2 years. I've been hammocking all the other years, the last 2 years. Not a lot of trees here to hang on, so I figured I better be safe than sorry and bring my tent. So got my duplex set up. Got a air pad in there with my sleeping bag, and a couple pillows. So I should be good to go. Got it nice and tight for possible rain tonight. And we will check out Pat here in a second. Pat, set up. How do you feel?
Feel good.
Yeah.
Tired.
Tired. I tell you, that hike, it hurt.
Yeah.
The rocks on those trails were rough. So he's got his pad in there and his sleeping bag. Oh, look at the size of that pillow. That's Pat's comfort item right there.
That's right, it is.
And he's got the light hanging from the top up there. Nice little setup.
Yep.
So we got to get us some water yet.
Yep.
And make our dinner. So got some camp chores to do.
Well, it's 5:30 in the morning and it's pouring rain out outside. You just hear it pelting like crazy on the outside of the tent. Just hope I can stay dry.
All right, so it started raining about 5 and it's raining pretty hard. I actually have a little water in my tent, which is kind of disappointing. But I don't think it's going to slack up any. If not get worse. So we're going to pack up and get the heck out of here. We've got about a 3-mile hike out. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be pretty. But always an adventure. Good morning from the Old Man Hiking Club from sunny Grayson Highlands. No, not exactly.
No.
Woke up this morning about 5. We had a good bit of rain. Packed up in the rain. Ate lunch in the shelter. Met a couple thru hikers there. They stayed overnight there and talked to them for a little bit. And we're now ready to hit the trail. How'd you sleep?
All right, until the thunder and the lightning about 5:30 this morning, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Temperature dropped. It's kind of chilly, so we got to get the move on. I'm shaking my hands. I can't even hold the GoPro straight. So we got to get our move on and try to get warmed up. Short hike out, 3 miles, and then hit the car.
All right.
Dinner was good last night. I didn't film any of the dinner because we were in the shelter with a couple thru hikers and didn't really want to bother them. So no filming for dinner or even getting ready for bed. So ready to hike on?
Other than we did have some visitors last night while we were
That's right.
sleeping.
What do you think that was, about 9 o'clock?
Actually, I think it was earlier than, well, it was right after it turned dark. So 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Start hearing noises coming through our campsite. And I see Pat get out with his flashlight and he's making sure it's not a bear. It wasn't a bear, but it was horse. The ponies were in our campsite.
Chowing down.
They were grazing in our campsite, and one got so close to my tent, it got its hooves hooked on my guy lines on my tent, and my tent was shaking. So that was kind of odd. That's the first time I've ever had that. But it's Grayson Highlands. Get to see the ponies. All right, let's hike on.
All right, hike on.
Trail conditions are going to be a little sloppy hiking out. A couple yards out of camp, and here we go. We got 4 with a little baby one back here. Well, we might have got lucky. Looks like the sun is just trying to poke through the clouds there a little bit. It has stopped raining. So here's the trail. little sloppy, a little muddy, but it's not raining. The rain has started again. So we're getting ready to head into an open area.
Feel the breeze.
Feel the breeze, feel the mist. We are finished with the Appalachian Trail. We are now jumping on the Appalachian Spur Trail. It should be about a mile hike down to the parking lot, and then the hike will be over. And here we go. We are back to the car. Short hike out. A little bit of rain, not too bad. This is the third hike in a row we've been rained on. So I hope that's not a predictor of things to come for the rest of the season. All right, let's go for the big finish. The end. End of the hike. What do you think, Pat?
Good and bad.
Good and bad.
Good and bad. I mean, actually, the Grayson Highlands is a fantastic park. The ponies, great views. To me, the bad. Well, of course, we had the thunderstorm and the rain today.
Yeah.
But just to me, I'm a little disappointed. I didn't have the energy I was hoping to have this weekend.
Neither did I. I think that first 10 miles kicked our butts.
You know, and usually the second day you get that second day burst of energy. Just didn't have it today.
Yeah.
But hey, we're hiking, so
we're hiking.
That's all that matters.
It beats being at work.
Yeah. Well, for you, yeah.
Yeah, for me. So, yeah. So I think my watch said 12.5 miles. It was a short hike. Yeah. We took some miles off the hike because of the coming storm,
which was really a smart thing to do for us. I mean, if we'd have done what we originally planned, we would have hiked in last night a little bit. We would have been hiking today in the rain.
Yeah.
We've been wet last night. We've been wet tonight.
So the temperatures dropped significantly. So, you know, there's a chance of hypothermia if we're not careful, but we're all good. We're all warmed up. You know, it is what it is. This was Embrace the Suck 101 for Pat.
Yes.
He's got to learn how to deal with this stuff. So,
hey, not a problem.
All right. Well, what are we going to do now, Pat?
We got to find a Mexican restaurant.
We got to find a Mexican restaurant. All right, let's see what we can find.
All right.
I've got the Polo Chipotle. Pat?
Burrito, California.
These plates are huge. All right, good hike. Let's do it again next month.